Good morning. Thanks for joining us on Plus Sports on Friday. I am Mikhail Tinubu. We kick off. Nigerian athletes in technical hands have departed the country through the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja on their way to the United States. The athletes will camp in Texas for 3 weeks, during which they will engage in competitions ahead of the Olympics in Tokyo. This was disclosed by the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, who shared photos of their departure at the airport on Thursday. The Olympics is on the dome in Europe as Germany and Great Britain have revealed their respective uniforms for the Tokyo Summer Games. The Games, which were initially postponed due to the pandemic outbreak that made it impossible to take place in 2020, are less than 3 months away, with the opening ceremonies slated for the 23rd of July. There are, however, still concerns the coronavirus might still prevent the tournament from going ahead, as well as the latest news that the online petition calling for the International Olympic Committee and the Japanese government to call off the upcoming Tokyo Olympics has now garnered 163,000 signatures. The worry is that the Games will become a super spreader event that will endanger the athletes, observers, and healthcare workers, setting the country's efforts against the virus back significantly. This has not stopped countries from planning for the tournament, though. German athletes set to participate at the Tokyo Olympic Games presented their Adidas-designed team outfits. Interestingly, the Adidas design director Melina Hartmann explained that this iteration of team uniforms was made with materials from recycled plastic found in the ocean. Great Britain, on the other hand, chose a more modest presentation, with Team GB taken to the rooftops to model their 2020 Olympic kit to a stunning London backdrop. Echoing the optimism of these countries who continue to prepare for the Games, the World Athletics President Sebastian Coe believes the Games will go ahead safely. He said this after attending a half-marathon test event in Sapporo on Wednesday. World Athletics President Sebastian Coe met with Tokyo Governor Yuriko Koike and Tokyo 2020 President Seihiko Hashimoto on Friday, May 7th, pledging that his athletes would adhere to COVID-19 protocols to protect the local community as well as themselves. Coe was in Japan for an Olympics marathon test event on Wednesday, May 5th, in Sapporo for an athletics test event on Sunday, May 9th. His visit comes as Japan battles a resurgence in coronavirus cases that has stoked worries among the Japanese public about whether the Games should be held this summer. Organizers are to decide by June whether to allow spectators into venues.
But I want to commit to you and to the people of Japan that athletics takes very, very seriously, though that nervousness. We will do everything within our protocols and our adaptation to the COVID challenge, and also the safety of our athletes is as important to us, but also the safety of local communities.
FIFA has confirmed that the 2022 World Cup qualifiers scheduled for Africa during June have been postponed until September due to the coronavirus and stadiums not meeting international standards. There will now be double match days in September, October and November, with the 10 group winners advancing to the final round next March. Africa has been allocated 5 places at the 32-nation tournament in Qatar, which has been moved from its traditional mid-year setting to November and December because of extreme summer heat. Had 2 match days been staged in June, Burkina Faso and the Central African Republic, Liberia, Malawi, Mali, Namibia, Niger, Senegal, and Sierra Leone would not have been able to stage qualifiers. Manchester United has booked a place in the Europa League final. despite a defeat to Roma in their second leg match. The game ended 3-2 to Roma as the home team was unable to overturn a heavy defeat from the first leg. Edison Cavani was the standout performer for Manchester United, as he scored twice to make it an exciting match for Manchester United fans, who saw their team not take its foot off the pedal in a match that AS Roma was desperate to win, and might have come close to overturning the tie if their defence had managed to keep out the Red Devils. Unfortunately, their failure to do so over both legs was their downfall.
At the moment, you don't really want to analyse too much, but I was disappointed with, of course, conceding so many shots and so many goals. It was always going to be an open game because they had to score goals, and that was going to make it a chance for us to create chances. I think both teams could have scored 5 more, so it could have easily been 6-6, 7-6. It could have been a different scoreline, but for me now, the main thing is we're in the final. We know we have to play better than this, but we're here because we've had a centre forward scored 4 goals during the tie, during the 2 legs, and Edinson shows again why we want to keep him at Old Trafford. You're always happy, no matter whatever anyone thinks about me. When you get to a final, even if you've been praised or criticised, whatever, it doesn't really matter. When you're in a final, you've got a chance to win the competition you're in. So it's nothing to do with me personally. I'm so happy for the boys that they've got something to look forward to the end of the season. David was vital. He was man of the match for me, standout performer, and the final still 3 weeks away. So we've got many games, but David's put a very good application in, of course, by his performance. Proof is always on the pitch. That's you've got to perform, and you keep your place in the team when you play well.
In more Europa League news, Arsenal failed to score at home in their second leg match with Villarreal as it ended 0-0. In a crucial match that might have set up Arsenal for an all-English Europa League final with Manchester United. Arsenal fans would have been hoping that their team could score the 1 goal they needed to win the tie, having gotten a crucial away goal from the first leg. Going all the way and winning the final would have set up Arsenal to save their season by helping them qualify for the European Champions League. The irony of the match is that they have been eliminated by a team managed by their previous coach, Emery, who was let go just before Arsenal employed Mikel Arteta as his replacement.
Well, we are devastated. We had so much enthusiasm and desire to be in that final. We know how much it meant to the club, to our fans, to ourselves to be in that final, have the chance to win a title and be in the Champions League next season. And it's a huge blow. The night started in a difficult way, losing Granit in the warm-up, having to change straight away and put in another player that hasn't featured for a long time. And I think in the first half, we weren't good enough with the ball. I think we had a lot of problems in our build-up to get anything clean into the final third, to dominate the game, to have composure and a little bit of confidence. We changed it at halftime. We were much better. But in the final moments, we hit the post twice and we missed a chance with an empty goal. We have to show that on the pitch. It's not about talking. We are hugely disappointed because we wanted to deliver something special against them after the difficult season that we had. But when you play in these knockout games, you need your best players at your best. And there's too many things happened when we didn't have enough of those in the best possible condition. And it's still like that, we fought in the end. And I think today in the second half, we deserve to win the game. 1-0, I think what it should have happened, we would have been through, but we didn't do it. And there is a reason for that.
In boxing, undefeated former world champion Floyd Mayweather and YouTube star turned amateur boxer Logan Paul took to the stage Thursday to promote next month's exhibition boxing match. The pair talked plenty of trash and posed for photos at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where they will meet on June 6 after it was postponed from its original February date. The 44-year-old Mayweather has held junior lightweight, junior welterweight, and junior middleweight titles and holds a perfect record after defeating Conor McGregor by 10th round TKO in a boxing match in Las Vegas in 2017.
It's good to be back. I'm happy to be back. I haven't fought in Miami in a while. I think the last time I fought in Miami was 1998, and I got Fighter of the Year. Logan Paul is huge on YouTube, and he has a huge following. And you know, big guy, strong guy, and it's fun. It's entertaining. It's all about entertainment, and he's on. And of course, when he's on social media, he's entertaining the people all the time. Oh, this is gonna be a crazy event. I'm just glad that I'm able to just come back and still entertain and get the people something to see.
Yeah, I just feel inspired, man. I want to beat the shit out of him. Like, I really do. This fight, it means so much to me, to my fans, to my family, to everyone watching who thought they couldn't do something in life. And like that's the energy I'm going in with. Right? Everyone says this is impossible. Well, it was impossible that I got this fight. It was impossible that I did the shit that I had in my life already. Beating Floyd Mayweather, gonna check it off the list. Well, I got nothing to lose. You know, like literally, I have nothing to lose. And so when you have a guy coming in the ring with that energy and a guy who has everything to lose, like he's putting it all on the fucking line as a granddaddy. I'm nervous for him. June 6th is gonna be historical.
Boxers saw Canelo, Alvarez and Billy Joe Saunders met on stage Thursday, May 6th, at AT&T Stadium ahead of what could be the biggest sporting crowd since the start of the pandemic. The stadium will host the super middleweight unification bout between Mexican champ Alvarez and the undefeated British two-weight champion Saunders, and is expected to draw a crowd of 70,000 people. Up for grabs are the WBA, WBC, WBO, and the ring titles. Canelo's last loss in the ring was 8 years ago when he was beaten by Floyd Mayweather by unanimous decision.
Billy, just 2 days away now from, as I said, the moment of your career, the moment of destiny for you. You've been looking at this opportunity for a long, long time, just a chance to prove yourself. And on Saturday, you believe you will become the unified Ring Magazine, WBC, WBO and WBA World Champion. Yeah,
first of all, I just want to thank my management team, MTK Global, obviously for playing a big, huge part into this fight and plus the build-up. Look, I've been boxing all my life. I've been boxing since I've been 5 years old, been dragged up, you know, on the gypsy camps. We can all have the rough, tough talk growing up as kids, but I'm here for a reason, and there's no other reason for me to be here apart from win. Not about fame, not about anything else, not about publicity, win. And I don't think we've had somebody come to win for a very, very long time. We've had a lot of people turn up, fly in, collect checks and fly out, but we haven't had, you know, the heart and soul and the IQ that I will bring to the table and to the ring on Saturday night to win.
I know that there was a lot of backwards and forwards yesterday. I know that you also study boxing. You do rate this gentleman very, very highly. You know how tough this is going to be. But again, he's someone, you said to me the other day on the podcast, you said, I knew I was going to get this fight one day, and it's nearly here. Listen,
I can't talk what he's done down. He's done brilliant things for boxing. You know, he's a good champion, but you know, like I say, there's a time in life where you get tested, and sometimes when you forget where you come from and forget all them hard things, you know, what's brought you to where you're at. Sometimes, you know, that can make it difficult on yourself, and I just think that he's going to be bumping into the wrong man on Saturday night to be going home with them titles. Like I say, as long as I get Fet Trailey, we're very happy with the panel of the judges. You know, very experienced judging. I'm sure it's all going to be fair. I'm looking forward to a very, very good fight, but most definitely the win.
And now in tennis. Fourth seed Stefanos Tsitsipas went tumbling out of the Madrid Open on Thursday, May 6th, losing to informed Norwegian Casper Ruud. but 5th seed Alexander Zverev beat Dan Evans. Matteo Berrettini also made it safely through the quarterfinals with a 7-6, 6-4 win over Federico Del Bonis. Tsitsipas lost in straight sets, 7-6, 6-4, to 22-year-old Ruud. While Zverev saw off Evans 6-3, 7-6, Zverev's win sets him up for a last 8 showdown with top seed Rafael Nadal. Oh, Jesus. While Berrettini faces clay court specialist Christian Garin. Ruud's reward is a match-up with fellow unseeded player Alexander Bublik, while the 4th quarter final sees Dominic Thiem play John Isner. Here are some highlights from the match.
Tsitsipas. Juego. Primer set, Ruud. 7-6. Game, first set, Ruud 7 games to 6. Berrettini. Luego Berrettini. Luego primo set, Berrettini. Luego Zapatero, Berrettini. 7-6, 6-4, 7-6, 6-4.
And that's Plus Sports. For more, please follow us at Plus Sports, PlusTvAfrica on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And do subscribe to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica. I am Mikhail Tinubu. Thanks for watching.